God says, Archangel Michael is bending close to you right now because the hour has come when heaven can no longer stay silent about the pain that has been hidden in the shadows. You have prayed and waited, and your heart has trembled with questions, but the Lord has not forgotten you. The angels have been watching, writing, crying, and standing guard. And tonight their wings move through the air around you with a tremor that is almost a sob. They whisper that a tearful goodbye is near and that your son has been carrying something alone, something that no one else has seen. It is not to frighten you but to awaken you. It is not to shame you but to wrap you in the truth so you can hold him. Heal him and stand as the shelter that heaven always intended you to be. Do not ignore this. This is a moment when heaven bends low and hands you a secret before it breaks open. Archangel Michael says, your son walks through his days with a smile that hides 1,000 storms. Heaven shows you the image of his hands, empty in the eyes of the world, but heavy in the sight of angels because of the burdens he carries. He has not wanted to trouble you. He has thought, if I keep it inside they will not be hurt. If I stay quiet they will not be ashamed. If I hold it maybe it will fade. But the pain has not faded. It has only grown heavier and the angels have felt its weight. This is why they have been pressing on your spirit, making your heart restless, making you wake at night, making you think of him even when you try not to. God is saying, pay attention, this is not a small thing. This is not a passing cloud. This is a call from heaven to reach out, to draw near, to listen, and to speak life. The Lord says he has already placed in you every word and every gesture your son will need. You have wondered why you feel a sudden urge to pray. Why you have been hearing songs, why your dreams have been filled with faces from long ago. It is because heaven is trying to prepare you. The angels are moving ahead of you into the place where your son stands. Opening doors, moving obstacles, softening his heart. You must not delay. This is the hour to stand in prayer like a wall of fire around him. This is the hour to ask heaven to reveal the whole truth without fear. This is the hour to trust that even if what you hear breaks your heart, it will also save his life. Archangel Michael says he has been fighting over your son. There have been nights when Michael's sword flashed in the dark and you felt chills without knowing why. There have been mornings when your son woke up tired though he had slept because his soul was wrestling with things too deep for words. Heaven has not left him alone. Heaven has been battling. But God will not force what must be spoken in love. God has chosen you as the voice, the touch, the heart that can draw him out. This is why you are reading this message now. This is why it has come to you suddenly. Do not tell anyone yet. Do not scatter the seeds before they take root. Hold this. Pray over it and let the Spirit guide you. Step by step, God says that a tearful goodbye is near, not because death is coming, but because an old silence is dying. The goodbye is for the loneliness your son has known. The goodbye is for the secret he has held. The goodbye is for the nights of hidden tears and unspoken prayers. Heaven calls it a goodbye of release, a goodbye of freedom. You will see tears, yes, but they will be tears of a heart finally allowed to breathe. They will be tears that break chains. They will be tears that open a new chapter, and heaven will be there. The angels will stand at the corners of the room. Michael will keep watch. The Lord himself will lean close and speak peace. You may ask, why now? Why not sooner? God says because the soil of your heart and his heart needed to be ready. Seeds planted in winter do not sprout. Seeds planted in spring burst forth. This is the season of bursting forth. The darkness has tried to delay it, but it cannot stop it. The enemy tried to convince your son that he was alone, that no one would understand, that even you would turn away. But God has shattered that lie. This message is a sword through the lie. It is heaven's declaration that you are ready, that he is ready, that the time is now. Archangel Michael says you will feel a nudge in the next few days. It might be a dream. It might be a sudden memory. It might be a scripture rising unbidden to your lips. When it happens, follow it. Speak softly, but do not hold back. Ask him gently, is there something you have been carrying, and then listen. Truly listen. Do not rush to fix. Do not rush to judge. Do not rush to speak. Just listen. The angels will be there. They will hold the room. They will give you the words when the time comes. And when the truth comes out, do not fear it. Heaven is already weaving healing into it. God is already turning it into a testimony of deliverance. God says, you have wondered if you failed him. You have wondered if your prayers were enough. You have wondered if you missed signs. Heaven says no, you have been faithful. You have been praying. Your tears have been collected in heaven's bowls. Your nights of intercession have been counted. The Lord says your prayers built a bridge that your son is about to cross. The angels say your love built a shelter that kept him from falling. Do not let guilt speak louder than grace. Do not let fear drown out hope. Stand firm. You are not too late. You are right on time. Archangel Michael says he himself has stood at your door at night. He has left impressions in the unseen. He has shielded your son from things you do not even know. But he cannot take from your son the need to speak. Only love can draw that out. Only your heart opened and ready can hold what he has been carrying. This is why heaven speaks now. This is why Michael orders you not to ignore this. This is why you are told not to scatter the word but to keep it in your heart until the moment is right. Heaven's timing is precise. Heaven's plan is sure. God says you will be surprised at the courage that rises in you. You will be surprised at the peace that flows. You will be surprised at the words that come from your mouth. Words you did not plan. Words you did not know you had. It will be the Spirit speaking through you. It will be the answer to the prayers you have prayed in secret. It will be the breaking of chains. It will be the sound of heaven in your home. And your son will feel it. He will feel the atmosphere change. He will feel the safety. He will know he is not alone. He will know that God has seen him all along. The angels say there will be signs even before the conversation. You may see feathers where there should be none. You may hear songs that echo words of hope. You may dream of water or doors opening. These are not random. They are heaven's whispers to assure you. They are the gentle reminders that you are not walking this alone. Michael's sword is not just for battle. It is for cutting through the veil so you can see glimpses of what God is doing. Pay attention. Take note. Let the sign strengthen you. Heaven also says to prepare your heart for compassion. What your son reveals may surprise you. It may not be what you imagined, but it is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to heal him. It is meant to deepen your bond. It is meant to bring God's light into the dark corners. Do not fear it. Do not run from it. Hold him. Love him. Speak life. And then pray together. Heaven's power will meet you there. The Spirit will move. The healing will begin. God says after the tearful goodbye to loneliness, there will be a new hello, a hello to freedom. A hello to restored joy. A hello to open doors and unblocked blessings. Your son's eyes will shine differently. Your prayers will shift from desperation to thanksgiving. Your home will feel lighter. The angels will rejoice. Heaven will sing. And you will know that this was not just a message but a moment that marked the turning of a page. Archangel Michael says to remind you, you are not alone. He stands with you. The angels stand with you. God Himself stands with you. The enemy's time is up. The silence's time is up. The shame's time is up. The loneliness's time is up. The secret's time is up. This is the moment of unveiling. This is the hour of healing. This is the night heaven chose to whisper to you so you could be ready for the dawn. God says, hold these words close. Pray over them. Ask for guidance. Trust the Spirit. Move when He nudges. And know that what seems heavy now will become a testimony of light. The tearful goodbye will become a joyful hello. The hidden pain will become an open well of grace. The burden carried alone will become a story carried together. And through it all, God will be with you. He will not leave you. He will not fail you. He has already gone ahead of you. He has already prepared the way. God says, "Listen closely, my beloved, for this message is not just words. It is the voice of eternity reaching into your heart." Archangel Michael stands before you now, wings spread wide, glowing with the light of heaven, and he cries out, not in anger, but in desperate love. "I have sent this to you suddenly, and you must hear it immediately, for time is moving swiftly, and your son, your precious son, has been carrying a burden alone, a burden that weighs heavily upon his spirit. He hides it well. He smiles when he must. He laughs when he can. But inside he is wounded, and the wound is deep. A tearful goodbye is near, and you, my child, must not be unaware. You must open your heart fully and listen, for every second that passes is precious. Every moment carries significance, and the unseen forces of heaven are aligning to bring revelation to your eyes. Your son has been holding this alone. Yes, alone. Even when surrounded by family, even when embraced by love. He has been hiding the pain that gnaws at his soul. The weight he carries is not merely emotional. It is spiritual. It is a trial that has tested him in ways few can comprehend. And yet, I have watched. I have seen every tear that fell quietly in the night, every whispered prayer he muttered under his breath, every silent cry that shook his being. Archangel Michael stands beside him, wings trembling with urgency, pleading for you to awaken, to rise from your slumber of inattention. For this moment is critical. Do not ignore this, for ignoring it will leave him lost in shadows, and your heart will ache with regret. I am bringing this to you now because the veil between what is hidden and what must be revealed is thin. What your son carries is a secret not only of sorrow but of truth. A truth that has been concealed to protect. Yet now the protection has reached its limit. Michael says, "Do not allow delay to rob this child of the relief that only a parent's understanding can provide. Do not allow shame, fear, or hesitation to prevent the opening of this heart-to-heart that is so desperately needed." Hear these words as if they were the very echo of eternity, for they are. Your son needs you to step forward to meet him fully, without judgment, without reservation, and with complete love. The tears that have not been shed, the weight that has been endured in silence, the sleepless nights and trembling moments. All of these are waiting for you to recognize and embrace. I have seen your struggle. I have seen your efforts. And I know your heart aches to protect, to shelter, to guide. But now the tables have turned, and your son is in need of the shelter of your understanding. Michael is weeping, not with sorrow alone, but with urgent insistence. He pleads with you. This is not a moment to delay. The time for silence has ended. The time for revelation has arrived. Open your arms. Open your heart. Open your soul. For the child who has suffered alone cannot bear this in silence any longer. The weight of this burden has pressed upon him in secret. And while he has displayed bravery and fortitude, there is a breaking point approaching, a moment when the unspoken will burst forth if not met with compassion and love. Do not let fear guide your response. Do not let hesitation cloud your vision. The moment of truth is here. And you must rise with courage. God sees all. God knows all. And I am guiding your steps even now. Your son's heart is fragile, yes, but it is also resilient. He is strong in ways that may surprise you, but even the strongest need the acknowledgement of those they love. I say to you, approach him with the purity of intention, with the tenderness that only a parent's love can provide, and you will witness the lifting of a weight that has been borne in solitude for far too long. This is a sacred moment. Michael is not merely delivering words. He is delivering a lifeline. Your son's silence has been a veil, but it is one that must now be lifted. He is reaching out whether consciously or unconsciously for your guidance, your support, and your understanding. The tearful goodbye that approaches is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken you to the reality that time is fleeting, that moments of connection are precious, and that love must be active, not passive. The universe, the heavens, and the angels themselves are aligned to ensure that this revelation reaches you in time. You are being called to act, to respond, and to embrace your son fully with the acknowledgement of all he has carried. This burden he bears is not small, nor is it trivial. It is a mixture of fear, regret, loneliness, and secret hope. He has held it tightly as one holds a fragile object, fearing that releasing it might shatter the fragile bonds he has left. And yet releasing it is necessary, for to continue alone is to risk despair. Archangel Michael's presence is a shield, a witness, and a guiding light. He stands ready to protect your son from any spiritual harm as this truth unfolds. And he is calling you to join in that sacred protection. Stand beside him. Be the refuge, the harbor, the sanctuary he has longed for in silence. Now hear this clearly. The tearful goodbye that is near is not only a warning but an opportunity. It is the universe presenting a chance for reconciliation, for healing, for the mending of a bond that has been strained by unspoken truths. Michael is urging you, do not let pride, do not let assumptions, do not let the weight of the past blind you to the urgency of the present. Your son needs your openness, your readiness to hear, your willingness to embrace the full reality of his inner life. The angels are watching, the heavens are aligned, and the moment is now. Delay, hesitation, or disbelief will only prolong suffering. Listen with your soul. Speak with your heart. Act with unwavering love. I am sending this message directly to you because the hour is critical. The shadows of secrecy that have surrounded your son are dissolving and light must enter. Michael says, the tears that are near are not merely sorrow. They are release. They are cleansing. They are the washing away of burdens too heavy to carry alone. You beloved parent are the instrument through which this release can be completed. You are the answer to the prayers whispered silently in the night. You are the embrace that will steady the trembling heart and restore hope to the weary spirit. This is not a request. It is a divine command, a sacred call to action that must be honored without delay. The nature of the secret your son carries is profound. Yet it is intertwined with hope, resilience, and the potential for transformation. What he has endured in solitude has tempered his spirit, but no spirit should endure alone indefinitely. The bond between parent and child is eternal, transcending time, space, and circumstance. You are being called to affirm that bond now, to act as the bridge that spans the distance of his hidden sorrow. Michael's wings hover close, shimmering with divine light, a reminder that the support of heaven accompanies you in this moment. You are not alone in this sacred duty. I am with you. Michael is with you. And the universe conspires to aid you in delivering relief and love to your son's heart. Your son's eyes have long held unspoken truths. The glances you may have brushed aside as mere youth or misunderstanding were in fact silent calls for connection, for acknowledgement, for release. The tearful goodbye that approaches is the culmination of years of hidden struggle, and it carries with it the opportunity for transformation, for reconciliation, for the restoration of joy. To ignore this moment is to risk the shadow of regret, the shadow of missed opportunity, the shadow that whispers, if only in the stillness of night. To embrace this moment fully is to step into the role that heaven has prepared for you. The parent who listens. The parent who understands. The parent who loves without condition, without reservation, without fear. Michael says urgently, do not hesitate. Act now. The veil is lifting. The hidden burdens are coming to light. Do not allow the precious time of this revelation to slip away. Be present. Be aware. Be fully engaged with the child who has carried alone what no child should bear alone. The moments are fleeting. The opportunity is sacred. And the heavens are watching. Your son has been praying silently, not necessarily in words, but in the quiet language of the heart, and his prayers have been heard. Now it is your turn to respond, to act as the vessel of love that the angels have prepared, to allow the weight to be shared and lifted. Listen carefully, for Archangel Michael speaks with urgency that cannot be ignored. This is not a casual message. This is a warning, a revelation, and a call for your immediate attention. Your son has been carrying a burden alone. One that has weighed heavily on his heart, his mind, and his spirit. God sees it all. And He is now sending you this message because the moment of revelation is near. The moment of tearful goodbyes is upon you, and the time to act is now. Archangel Michael has descended with tears streaming from his eyes. His wings trembling as he calls out your name, demanding that you listen, demanding that you open your heart and your soul to the truth that has been hidden from you far too long. Your son's silence has not been a mark of weakness, but of strength. He has borne in silence the pain, the confusion, the fear, and the sorrow of things you never imagined. Yet God knows. God sees. And God is now preparing you for the revelation that will shake the foundations of your reality. He has been fighting this battle alone, carrying secrets and burdens that were never meant for his shoulders alone. And now as the universe aligns and the angels surround him, the truth will come forth. But only if you open your heart and your spirit to receive it. Do not think for a moment that this is ordinary. This is extraordinary, divine, a miracle wrapped in warning. Archangel Michael says, the tears you will soon witness, the sorrow that will ripple through your soul is not to break you, but to awaken you. The farewell that approaches is not the end, but a necessary passage. A cleansing of the heart, a purification of the pain that has lingered for too long. Your son's struggle has been invisible to those who do not see with God's eyes. But invisible does not mean absent. It has been real, sharp, cutting, and now it seeks resolution. It seeks acknowledgement. It seeks your presence. God says that every time your son has looked into your eyes and held backwards, it has been for a reason. Every moment of withheld confession, every hidden tear, every silent scream has been part of a divine plan, a test of patience, a call for divine attention. And now the veil is lifting. The veil that has kept you from understanding the depth of your son's struggle is being lifted by God Himself. Archangel Michael is not merely delivering a message. He is delivering a mission, a sacred task that only you can fulfill. The burden your son carries is layered. It is not a single sorrow but a tapestry of anguish woven over years of misunderstanding, of secrecy, of unspoken truths. He has been fighting internal wars, battling doubts and fears that he never dared share, fearing judgment, fearing disbelief, fearing loss. Yet Archangel Michael now assures you God is with him. God has never left him. And God will not leave you either. For this message is your invitation, your command, your opportunity to step into the divine plan and be the support, the listener, the protector that your son has needed all along. Archangel Michael cries loudly for you to hear, not in anger, but in desperation. His voice shakes the very air around you. His tears fall like rain, and each drop carries a message. Do not ignore this. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. The time is now. There are forces around your son, both human and unseen, that have sought to confuse him, to isolate him, to make him bear alone what was never meant for him alone. But God sees and God intervenes. The intervention comes not with thunder and lightning, but with words, with revelations, with spiritual nudges that will demand your attention, your compassion, your action. You must understand this fully. Ignoring this message will have consequences not only for your son, but for the spiritual alignment of your household. God says the tearful goodbye that approaches is not only for your son but for the bond between you. There is a fracture that has existed, an invisible barrier that has kept you apart, and the time to mend it is fleeting. Archangel Michael says this is not a rehearsal. This is the reality that will unfold if you do not act. Your son has held inside a secret so profound, so heavy that it has shaped his every thought, his every decision, his every dream. It has influenced how he moves through the world, how he trusts, how he loves, how he fears. And now the moment is near when this secret must be revealed. When the layers of protection, fear and silence must be stripped away. God says, prepare yourself for what you are about to learn is both painful and liberating. It will break you and remake you. It will challenge you and strengthen you. It will hurt, but it will heal. It will cry out, but it will also sing. Archangel Michael warns, do not bring anger, judgment, or disbelief into this sacred moment. Your son's truth is not a reflection of disobedience, failure, or wrongdoing. It is a reflection of human struggle, of divine testing, of the resilience of the soul under trial. Your task, your mission is to receive this truth with love, with compassion, with the purest form of understanding that God can guide you to summon. The tearful goodbye that approaches is as much a release for your son as it is a spiritual awakening for you. God says there is a divine reason that this message has reached you now. The synchronicities, the sudden nudges, the unexplainable feelings of urgency, these are not coincidences. They are signals, divine markers pointing you toward your responsibility, your role, your destiny. In this unfolding drama, Archangel Michael insists that you act immediately without hesitation, without distraction, without fear. The weight your son has carried must now be shared, must now be seen, must now be acknowledged. Your son's solitude in this struggle has not gone unnoticed. The angels have witnessed his silent prayers, his hidden cries, his quiet endurance. And God in His infinite wisdom and love has prepared this moment to intersect your awareness with His suffering. You will be given visions, signs, subtle messages, perhaps even dreams that guide you toward understanding. But the core revelation will demand your conscious presence, your attention, and your unwavering compassion. Do not underestimate the spiritual magnitude of this moment. God says that this is a pivotal point in your son's life, in your life, and in the alignment of your entire household. Decisions made, words spoken, and actions taken in the next few hours and days will have ramifications that echo far beyond the immediate situation. Archangel Michael urges you, prepare your heart, steel your soul, and open yourself fully to the truth, no matter how painful it may appear. The tearful goodbye is not a permanent separation. It is not an ending of love but a profound moment of awakening. It is a threshold, a doorway, a spiritual passage where what has been hidden will come to light, where what has been suppressed will be voiced, where what has been misunderstood will be clarified. God says, Step through this doorway with courage, with honesty, and with an open heart. Do not shy away. Do not retreat. The angels are with you. I am with you. Your son is not alone, and neither are you. Archangel Michael continues. I have pleaded. I have cried. I have shouted across the heavens for you to pay attention. The timing is critical. The alignment is perfect. The veil is thin and the truth is about to break through. Do not resist it. Do not hide from it. Do not deny it. It is your sacred duty, your divine responsibility, and your blessed opportunity to participate in the healing and the restoration that God intends. God says that this is a sacred message meant to reach the depths of your soul. There are no coincidences here, no accidents, no delays. Everything has led to this precise moment. Every decision, every interaction, every unseen struggle. Your son's tears, your own hidden fears, your unspoken doubts. All of it converges now in divine orchestration. Listen, receive, respond. The angels are watching. The heavens are aligned. The spiritual currents are shifting. This is only the beginning of the message. And yet it carries a weight, an urgency, a divine demand that cannot be understated. Archangel Michael implores you, do not wait. Do not falter. Do not doubt the authenticity of this call. Your son's secret, his burden, his solitary suffering is now poised to be shared, to be released, to be transformed by your love, your compassion, and your active presence. God says, this is your moment to be the parent, the guide, the protector, the listener, the comforter, the spiritual anchor your son has needed all along. This is your chance to stand in the fullness of your divine purpose, to act in accordance with love, courage, and righteousness. Delay not, for the window is narrow and the consequences of inaction are profound. Archangel Michael weeps not in despair but in anticipation of your response, your awakening, your readiness to embrace this sacred task that keeps your family safe. And you will lose the spiritual grounding that I have set around you to guard you from darkness. Archangel Michael says, this is not a joke, my child. Do not step away. Do not ignore this. Open your heart. Open your mind and let the guidance come. There is a path. There is a way. But only if you choose to see it and follow it. Hear this clearly. Do not wait for someone to knock on your door. Do not wait for a letter to arrive. Do not wait for a sudden shock to wake you up. I am speaking directly. I am reaching into your life with my hands of protection. But even my hands cannot hold what you refuse to recognize. The danger is not just external. There are energies around you, greed, envy, hidden intentions that are aligned to take what you value most. Your house, yes, but more than that, the peace, the stability, the emotional sanctuary that you depend upon. Someone or some force is trying to manipulate the circumstances to cause loss. But do not fear, because nothing can overcome my power. Nothing can destroy what I have set for you if you align yourself with me. This is the moment of your awakening. This is the moment where faith meets action. I see your heart trembling. I see the worry pressing on your chest. I know the questions racing through your mind. How can I protect what I love? How can I stop this? Is it too late? My child, it is never too late when you turn fully to me. I am the God who sees, the God who intervenes, the God who acts on behalf of those who call with true devotion. But you must call. You must act. You must pray. Not as a habit, not as words repeated out of obligation, but with true intensity. With full trust, with the fire of belief burning inside you. Archangel Michael is beside you now. Sword of light drawn, wings stretched, eyes full of fire and determination. He says, "You are not alone. I am here. I am the shield. I am the warrior who fights for you against what you cannot see. But you must cooperate. You must participate in your own defense. Do not delay. Begin now. Call upon God with your full heart. Do not whisper. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. This is the time to reclaim your ground. To reclaim the peace that is being threatened. Begin with prayer. Begin with calling upon me, your God, in all honesty and with all your soul. Ask for protection. Ask for guidance. Ask for clarity. I will respond immediately, but the response will require your full attention. Do not turn away. Do not check your phone. Do not look at the news. Do not delay. Focus on me. Focus on the voice within that tells you. Act now. Next. Prepare yourself practically. Archangel Michael says, do not fear, but do not ignore reality. Take measures to protect your home, to secure what is yours, to ensure that evil cannot find an easy path. This is not a call for panic. This is a call for action grounded in faith. Strengthen your locks, yes, but more importantly, strengthen your spirit. Nothing material can overcome what is spiritually fortified. Understand this, my child. The house is more than wood and stone. It is the center of energy. The place where your family gathers, where your spirit rests. To protect it, you must protect the energy within. Purify it. Pray over every room, declare protection aloud. Speak truth. Speak light. Call the angels to every corner. Archangel Michael will accompany them. sweeping away darkness, exposing lies, exposing hidden agendas, revealing secrets that were never meant to be known. Do not fear what is hidden. God sees all. God knows all. And in this revelation, you will see not just danger but clarity. You will understand who stands with you and who does not. You will understand the intentions of those around you. You will understand the path you must take. God says this is a very serious message and it is only for you. Archangel Michael says this is not a joke and he is crying loudly because so far you have ignored him. He is pleading, begging, commanding you to listen and take action immediately. Do not skip this. This message is exclusively for you and it carries the weight of divine urgency. Right now, the house you currently live in, the place where you rest, where your family gathers, where your memories are held, is in danger. You may not fully see it yet, but the forces that are moving in the unseen realm are aligning to take it away. This is not meant to frighten you unnecessarily, but to wake you, to alert you, to make you recognize the power of divine timing and intervention. Archangel Michael is standing by your side, sword in hand, tears streaming down his face because you have delayed listening to him. He says, do not underestimate the seriousness of this situation. Your home is a sacred space and right now it is under attack. Forces, both human and spiritual, are moving to claim what is yours. But you still have the chance to protect it. God says, trust him. Trust his timing and act with faith immediately. The danger is real, but so is the protection. Nothing can touch you without God's permission. But if you delay, the window of protection narrows. The reason this is happening is complicated. But God wants you to understand the spiritual and practical dimensions. There are people who have observed your life, who have envied your blessings, who have plotted quietly. Their intentions are not open. They are hidden, cloaked in smiles, in kindness, in casual interactions that make no sense to the ordinary eye. These people have sought to undermine your security, and they have begun to set their plan in motion. It is subtle, hidden, and yet very powerful. You might feel small disturbances, unexplained paperwork, sudden financial setbacks, or even people entering your life who seem too coincidental. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore the signs. Every small alert, every unusual conversation, every sudden tension is God's way of warning you that you are on the edge of a critical spiritual and physical juncture. Right now, you may be asking, God, why is this happening? Why my house? And God says, this is a test not just of your faith, but of your vigilance, your wisdom, your willingness to act on divine guidance without hesitation. The house you live in represents more than shelter. It represents stability, your foundation, the fruits of your hard work, and your spiritual territory. To lose. It would not just be a material loss. It would be symbolic, a message to the unseen forces that you allowed distraction, neglect, or fear to dictate your actions. But God is merciful and there is still time. There is always time when you turn to Him fully. Archangel Michael is speaking directly to you. I am commanding you to open your eyes to see clearly, to recognize the spiritual attacks and the hidden plots. This is not a minor issue. This is a battle that affects your sanctuary, your peace, and your inheritance. I am here to guide you, to protect you, to fight for you. But I cannot act without your cooperation. You must move immediately, prayerfully, with faith and with alertness. Do not delay. The moment you act with God, the tide will turn. God is giving you specific instructions in this message. First, pray with intensity. Not a casual prayer, not a whispered word, but a focused, heartfelt plea. Ask God to reveal any hidden forces, any schemes, any individuals who have sought to manipulate or steal your home. Ask for Archangel Michael's protection to encircle you, your home, and all your loved ones. Pray for clarity, because there are decisions you will need to make quickly, and God will reveal the truth to you when your heart is open and your mind is focused on Him. Second, review all the practical aspects of your home situation immediately. This includes finances, legal papers, ownership documents, mortgages, rents, agreements, or any other arrangement that governs your residence. You must act carefully but decisively. God will guide your hands, your words, your steps. Where confusion or manipulation has occurred, God will reveal it to you. And where justice is delayed, divine intervention will accelerate the resolution. Third, protect your spiritual space. Your home is more than wood, brick, and stone. It is a sanctuary, a place where blessings can manifest and where the negative cannot fully penetrate unless you allow it. Bless your doors, your windows, your walls, your land, and every corner of your home. Call upon Archangel Michael to stand guard day and night to strike down every hidden intention that seeks to harm, steal, or disrupt. Speak aloud God's authority over your home. Say, by the power of God and the protection of Archangel Michael, no harm, no theft, no deceit shall enter this place. My home is sacred. My peace is sacred. My life and my loved ones are protected. Repeat this with faith, knowing that divine words carry power in both the seen and unseen realms. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says, do not underestimate the seriousness of spiritual interference. Many people live their lives without realizing the spiritual dimensions of worldly events. What seems like misfortune, coincidence, or mismanagement is often part of a larger spiritual battle. Right now, the forces aligned against your home are subtle but dangerous. They rely on delay, distraction, and ignorance. They hope that you will ignore the warning signs, that you will believe this message is exaggeration, that you will rely only on human means. But God is telling you now with the voice of urgency, human measures alone are insufficient. You must act with divine guidance, spiritual authority, and unwavering faith. You may also notice people entering your life suddenly, offering advice, financial assistance, or even friendship. Some may have genuine intentions, but some are instruments of distraction. Archangel Michael warns, test every interaction. Pray over every relationship and seek God's wisdom before accepting advice or assistance. What appears helpful may be a hidden snare designed to delay you, to make you vulnerable. God will reveal the truth of every heart to you. But you must ask Him and you must act upon His revelation immediately. Archangel Michael also says, do not fear. Even as these events unfold, God is with you. Your protection is absolute when you follow divine instructions. Nothing can happen to you without God's allowance.